Are you feeling too old for sensuality? Pleasure has nothing to do with age. Pleasure is about getting in touch with your physical sensations and giving yourself permission to delight in them. So stay tuned because in this episode, I'm gonna share with you a somatic movement tool to reclaim sensuality. And I'm gonna tell you how to get rid of all these cultural conditioning so you can allow yourself to express your own delight. I am Candia Raquel. I am a Mexican sensualist, scientist, and artist. And you are at the Sensual Sessions Podcast, the place to explore sensing pleasure through your senses and moving in a way that it's free from inhibition and full of self expression. So there's like this unspoken rule from hustle culture that says that you, especially as a woman, hit the wall at, I think, 35 years old. But for me, I hit that wall when I was 15 because I have a background in dancing. And as a ballet dancer, when you're 14, you are like already super ahead in your track to become the first dancer at the Bolshoi or the Royal Ballet or something, the same as Olympic gymnasts. So when I was a teenager, I experienced for the first time what it felt at an emotional level to be too old for something that I really wanted, and also feeling that I was old for that or already like on the fence. And now, like from the other side, being 44 years old, I can say that I had never been in better shape to dance my my heart out because of technique, but also because of maturity. So took me a while, naturally, to come to this state, and I wouldn't change anything for like I wouldn't like to be 15 again, nor 20, nor in my 20s, nor in my 30s. And the reason why is because those two reasons. I have better ways to get in touch with my fleshly self, the experience of my body, and I have become permissionless. I am waiting for nobody's authorization. I don't care like if society likes or not what I do or how I move, etc. And that's why I am here sharing the fire of this flame with you. And the truth is that ageism is just a patriarchal myth that fuels this $1 trillion industry of beauty, cosmetics, fitness, and even wellness, trying to sell us what actually nothing can give you, which is reverting the clock. So we want to face like this idea straightforward every time we feel insecure about ourselves or feel that we are too old to be in our flesh and delight and savor what it is to be embodied for yourself or sharing on the intimate embrace with your beloved. So if we put that myth aside, that is part of this engine of consumption, we face the truth, that is the gift of maturity. And we get to see high level elite athletes such as the football player Cristiano Ronaldo, who's 41 and who had a spectacular performance at the World Cup. And you say, like, okay, this guy is playing against 70 years olds and beating them all because of the refinement in self knowledge and the maturity in taking ownership for yourself. And if you pay attention, if you're doing that at that age, it's not because you want to please someone, it's not because you want to make money. The guy has already all the money in the world. The only reason is because of true desire. You do that because of passion and the pleasure that it brings you from getting every day early up to go train in the gym, to practice at the club with other football members, and to showing up to the real game. And you see the same, for example, Madonna. She's 67 and she's once again number one in all the Billboard music charts in the world. She's doing it again. And if you want to get more niche, you see the dancers from the company of Pina Bausch, or Pina Bausch herself, dancing at over 60 years old, or Ohad Naharin, the creative director of the Batsheva Dance Company. And again, to popular artists, we have Mick Jagger and the Rolling Stones. We have Picasso. And it's the same with the high level martial artists that are not only black belt, but they are like Shihan and Dai Shihan, like really the highest ranking levels of physical performance are not before 55 years old. Because in order to get to that refinement of performance, you need to already have lived, and you need to have already overcome the challenges and difficulties of life itself, the grievances, the losses, the challenges, the disappointments, the injuries that will never heal, and reorganize yourself in such a way because you find it a delight to keep on living in your fullest splendor, which is as an embodied being, as flesh, in your best, like, ownership of your being. And to me, that's glorious. To me, that's like, wow, like an exquisite 5-course meal for connoisseurs, for hedonists that really know how to delight. To me, that's the gift of aging, a refined ability to sensually delight, and the ownership of yourself to express in your fullest splendor. And here's the somatic movement tool that will help you reclaim your sensual self. So this is the 3 steps. We're gonna use the breath because it's a very practical way to getting in touch with our physical sensations. So the 3 steps are: one, to go inside your physical sensations. Step two is to find pleasure. And three is to express yourself in a completely uninhibited way. So take a moment to just notice your breath and see if you can sense the shape of your breath. Like, okay, there are areas of your body inflating and falling back into the center of your body. Okay, now you're inside the sensations of your flesh. Step number 2, find pleasure. Assess the sensations of breathing and notice if they are pleasurable and if you allow yourself to savor, to delight in those sensations. And once you have found pleasure, see if you can give yourself permission to express that pleasure freely. Can be sighting or simply moving. If you're breathing, you're moving regardless. So see what changes with just giving yourself permission. Perhaps you see that you uh, can take more space and that it even feels good. Okay, and a great place to take this further and use this tool to reclaim your sensual self is in this body area of the pelvic floor. This will help you get rid of taboos and restore your sensitivity towards pleasure in this area. So if you're ready for it, grab the 5-day pelvic floor challenge. I am pasting the link here in the description of this episode and hope to see you next time. Until then, remember to take the time to sense your fire so you can share the flame.